Hi, my name's Scott. I'm a friend of Invictus Motors. I'm going to talk to you today a little about this 2014 Porsche Cayenne S with the 4.2 turbo diesel in it, even in Sports Plus mode. And that'll hold the revs a lot higher, and yeah, that is good fun. Okay, this particular vehicle that we have here is in fantastic shape for the mileage and the age that it is. An extremely tidy bonnet. Moving around to the wings and down the side, again, absolutely the same. Wheels finished off, really nice contrast with the gunmetal grey. They are in fact 20-inch alloys, even though they kind of get dwarfed in this particular vehicle. However, it leaves you plenty of room for a decent sidewall to aid with that comfort and also handling with the ride that you get in this particular model. Moving on down the side, again, colour coded with the door handles, etc., and all the trim pieces done in black, I think is a real nice touch. Moving on to the rear end, it has the spoiler lip shading down there. Again, really makes the feature of the rear end. However, the one thing to speak about, of course, is the quad exhaust tips. Again, extremely Porsche, sounds great, looks great, and separates this from any other real run-of-the-mill 4x4 SUV vehicle that you would have out there. In comparison to most vehicles that you would look at this, yeah, you've got your Range Rover Sport. Is it really like for like? In my opinion, not really. The Range Rover does feel that bit larger, it is that bit rugged. Certainly not as sporty as this one with the 4.2, unless you get up into the SRV type territory. It just feels that little bit more agriculture, if I want to say. I know that feels a strange thing to say for such a luxury vehicle as a Range Rover Sport, but it does just feel that more capable off-road, and it certainly is. It feels larger, you step up into it more. For my personal opinion, I would compare something like this more to when I had my C5 RS6. It feels sporty in that sense, but it does actually feel more like an estate car to me, or a sporty estate car like the S4s, RS4s, the E63 AMG. It feels like that to me rather than your Range Rovers. It's just my opinion, but driving it, that's how it makes me feel. Again, moving down to the other side, you can see how clean and straight it is, and a great example of the Porsche for the age that this one is. Moving through to the rear of the boot, automatic opening as you would expect. Nice luggage capacity with the parcel shelf protector in there. Plenty of room, as I said, to take your dog out and have that Porsche experience with you. Split rear seats, as again you would imagine, and the fold-in centre bit for skis, etc. Practical family vehicle. Moving on into the rear of the vehicle, the first thing that stands out from this particular car is the pan roof, which we'll get a shot of in a second. Makes the cabin really light and airy. Finished in the black leather, 3 seats, as you imagine, plenty of leg room, heated rear seats in this particular model. Enjoying the Bose sound system that comes through with your grab handles. Again, as we've said before, it is a full family vehicle, but when you need to, you can have that Porsche experience. Moving into the front here, a plethora of buttons, I think, is the kindest way to describe this. I think if you know Porsches, you'll work your way around this fairly quickly. If you don't, I think you know, you won't be short of things to play with and things to find out in this model. However, some of the great features are the sports, the comfort, and the Sports Plus mode. Again, you are looking at buying or driving a Porsche and having that experience. We have the off-road buttons there, which will lock in the 4x4. Again, those winter months are a great feature, and all the other bits and pieces that you'd really expect from a luxury high-end vehicle, like the seat adjustments, fully electric. You have all the controls, hill descent control again for that four-wheel drive. Tiptronic gearbox should you want to. Also the flappy paddles on the steering wheel, again as you would expect. Bluetooth connectability up to the satellite navigation system, and just a really lovely cabin. Small sports steering wheel does make you feel like you're driving something smaller as soon as you're gripping hold of this, and all of the displays with iView, still mechanical, however really well laid out. Everything's functional from the steering wheel. Again, it's a driver's car, and with a driver's car, let's go and take it for a drive. So, into drive, we're going to be in comfort to start with. We're just going to go out on a short loop. So first impressions driving this, comparing it to say the Range Rover Sport, is you're in between, so slightly lower down than in something like a Sport. However, it gives you a real good view of the road ahead. You can see over the hedge lines without being too tall and feeling like you're in something a lot more agricultural, as I said before. Lovely comfort. Nice cruising position, again quiet, wind noise is reduced, and feeling like you're in something just that little bit special. Everything's to hand that you need it to be. As I said, feel like a fighter pilot with all of these particular buttons, but there's seriously well spec'd this particular vehicle, and there's nothing that you can't get to or change should you need to. Still rides well, 4.2 V8, loads and loads of torque, get up and down the road as smoothly as you'd expect any sort of performance vehicle to do. Even in comfort mode, it'll pick up, motor, change through the gears nice and quickly, and then you're up to your cruising speed of 50 miles an hour, just over 1,000 RPM, great fuel economy, round about sort of average about sort of 38 with sensible driving, which for a engine of that size I think is pretty reasonable. Do the short loop again, and we'll put it into Sports Plus, let you hear that exhaust note. Really nice weighted steering in this car. Put it into a corner, you know you're holding it without it feeling too soft and loose at the front. No real hints of understeer when you're doing a bit more of spirited driving. Stop-start technology just clicked in again. Even in Sports Plus mode. And that'll hold the revs a lot higher, and yeah, that is good fun. Brakes nice and solid, again turning, no real understeer for something big and heavy like this. It really does, to me, it feels like driving the C5 RS6, just with a lot more luxury and far more modern, of course, than that. But the performance figures, that's how it feels to me. Got the sunroof open, bit hot today. We'll go full pan roof. Again, keeps it lovely and airy on the inside. Keep it in Sports Plus. effortless performance, absolutely effortless. Very, very nice. Brakes, again, lovely and solid. Get the best of both worlds with this car, definitely do. Effortless performance, coupled with practicality, reasonable fuel economy, and again, as I said before, you can even take your dog to have that Porsche experience with you. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video today.